Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the day's racing out at the Turffontein and the Kenilworth tracks. We're also going to do a Mauritius video for you guys tomorrow. So there will be 3 videos plus the football from Enzo Coppola. Um, the postman predicted 8 out of 8 winners. That's a record for us in all the selections. 8 out of 8 winners. And we're stoked about that. And we're disappointed with our coys and Hollywood Bound as well. Very disappointing. We thought it would win. It ran second, and it paid £1.70 a place, which was a bonus. So we got some money back there. But I'm going to hand over to the postman who's going to do the Turffontein track for us. And let's hear what he's got to say. Hopefully, he can steer us in the right direction and deliver for us like he always does. So here's the postman.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Racing comes to us on the 23rd of October from the Turffontein new course. There's a 9-race program carded, and the first event of the day is due off at 12:35, and it is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. Guys, please take note that there are first-timers in this event, so please check the betting on all first-timers. My first selection in the first event is horse number 5, Eagle River, Gavin Larena for the powerful Mike de Kock stable. This one is drawn 2. Last time out in a work riders plate, ran 5th, 7 lengths to Bellucci, and that form has worked out. Bellucci came out and won the other day. Gavin jumps on. He's riding for his sponsor, Wilger Bos Drift, and I certainly think Gavin will give a very good account of himself. This horse will go very close unless there's something special of the first timers. For second, I've gone for horse number 4, Gimme a Dream. Warren Kennedy, Paul Peter. This one is drawn 1. It's had 1 run under the belt, finished 5th, just over 5.5 lengths to Never No Way. Last time out, the horse jumped and stayed on. And again, I think with Warren aboard, this one could certainly go close. For third, I have gone for horse number 1, and that is Wild Eye. Raymond Danielson for Johan Janse van Vuren. The form is there for all of us to see. Raymond has ridden it on 4 occasions, for a third and a second. Last time out, it was the first run after a break. Raymond aboard over 1,200 meters at the course, drawn 6 out of 9, finished second to Successful Ruler. Showed pace, stayed on, and finished second. This time out, Raymond stays on, also drawn a little wide. That's why I have elected to place number 1 third. For fourth, I have gone for horse number 7, Supreme Warrior, Diego de Gavea for Mark Azzi. This is a first timer, and I think this is pretty well bred. So I have included it. If I was taking a quartet or trifecta, I certainly would throw the 7 in. Guys, please just look at the betting on first timers. So just to finish off the first race, my selections are 5 by 4 by 1 by 7. The second race on the card is due off at 13:10. It's a 1,600 meter event, and this one is a graduation plate. In the second race, my first selection, and quite a strong first selection, is horse number 1, Leopold. Raymond Danielson, again for Johan Janse van Vuren. It's drawn on the paint, and this one is best weighted. And I think that number 1, Leopold, should take a power of beating. For second, I have gone for horse number 2, Western Fort. Warren Kennedy, Paul Peter, drawn 5 out of 6. This one tends to jump and sit handy. And again, I think that this will certainly fill one of the minor positions. For third, I have gone for horse number 3, Silver Tycoon. This is Gavin Larena for Sean Terry. Won a maiden 2 runs back. Last time out in a graduation plate. Set pace, was not striding out. May have had excuses, and ended up just short of 9 lengths behind the winner. So yes, second race, Quite a strong first selection, horse number 1, followed by 2, followed by 3. The third race on the card, Joff at 13:45, is a 1200 meter event, maiden plate for fillies. And in the third race, my first selection is horse number 6, Red Hot. Nice to see Calvin Habib back in the irons, and Calvin takes this ride for Ashley Fortune. Last time out over 1500 meters, they put the pacifiers on for the first time, sat very, very handy, and was outrun late. I think tomorrow over the 1200 meters, I think this will be right up the alley of Red Hot. And I make this a nice little value bet. Must be round about 7-1. So I think Red Hot is a fair each way prospect. For second, I have gone for horse number 1, and that is Curacao. For the Sunday Ngoli for David Niverhasen, this one is drawn 6 out of 10. Gets a 2.5 kilo claimer, and for the Sunday has ridden it his last 2 runs, 2 seconds. Also, this jumps, it sits handy, and again should be there when the whips are cracking. For third, I have gone for horse number 5, and that is Venita. Venita is Raymond Danielson, Janse van Vuren, drawn 5 out of 10. This horse as well, very, very speedy, and tends to stop late. Last time out over this course and distance with Gavin Larena up, jumped, stopped a little late, and finished 4th out of 8, 1.5 lengths behind the winner. And for third, I have gone for horse number 4, and that is a first timer, Keegan DeMella for Mike de Kock and Zoffany's Girl. Please, guys, check the betting on this. For me, it's well bred, and the only negative there is that it is a first run in the country, comes from the United Kingdom, has had 2 runs over 2,000 meters, so it may be a little short, drawn a little wide, but please, guys, just watch the betting on this horse number 4. So just to finish off my third race, my selections are 6, 1, 5, 4, and I'm going to have a small each way on the 6. The fourth race on the card is Joff at 14:20, a graduation plate over 1,600 meters, and this is for fillies and mares. And in the fourth race, guys, I think this is a boat race, and the 2 horses that I think will fight it out, and in order of preference, I've gone for number 4, Perfect Witness, Warren Kennedy for Candice Dawson, drawn 2, and I think that this one is going to touch the favorite off, who is the 3, Clafutus. The 4, we just chat about that quickly, Perfect Witness. First time out, won a maiden, then ran 2 feature races. He was not disgraced, or she was not disgraced at all. Ran 2 3/4 lengths behind Rain and Holland. Last time out in another feature race, finished 5th, 5 lengths to Big Burn. And I think with Warren Kennedy in the saddle, I think this will go very, very close. And I think that this one, drawn 2, will certainly give the horse 3, Clafutus, the favorite at this moment in time, a lot to think about. Clafutus, the form is there for all of us to see. 2 wins on a trot. And again, should go very, very close. For third, I have gone for horse number 1. So if we are taking trifectas or quartets, throw the 1 in, Quirari Ferrari. This 5-year-old mare is ridden by Chase Marjan for Erico Verdenise. And again, last time out, not disgraced. Finished 2nd to Lotus. Sits handy. And stayed on 2nd best. Time before that, 4th over 1,600 meters. Time before that, 3rd over 1,400 meters. And I think that the distance of 1,200 may suit this one down to the ground. If I'm taking swingers, I will certainly throw the 1 in. So just to finish off, my selections for the 4th race will be 4 by 3 by 1. The 5th race on the card is Joff at 14:55. 1,800 meter event, merit rated 74 handicap. Guys, if you can hear anything in the background, the heavens have opened and the rain is pelting down on the windows. So please excuse that. So in the fifth event, guys, I've gone for horse number 6. And if this one was drawn better, I certainly would have made this my best bet on the card. And I still think this one will go close. Let's just go over here. And horse number 6 is Call Me Master, Gavin Arena, Robbie Sage. For me, the only negative, this one is drawn 8 out of 8. Like I said, if this was drawn better, I would have said to you, you can put your head down. But I'm still going to select it to win the race. I think that it has run too slightly stronger, and I think this will give a very, very good account of itself. And I think round about 7-2 or 4-1, I do believe that this may be a fair bet. For second, I've gone for horse number 7. I think this is a current tote favourite. Wisteria Avenue, Warren Kennedy for the powerful Mike de Kock stable. And again, we know that they've been winning everything. Mike can chuck the barnyard cat on the horse and it still will arrive. But I do feel that the 6 may have its measure. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 2 in this event. And horse number 2 is Bold Reserve. Brian Yawa for Mike de Kock. Brian has been riding pretty well for Mike. This horse drops in class. Last time out, Brian did ride it, finished 7.5 lengths, just over 7.5 lengths to Eskimo Power. And we must just take note that this has had 1 run at the course and 1. So please, guys, if you're taking exotics, throw this one in as well. It's drawn 3. And again, as we've discussed, the Mike de Kock stable is firing. So the 5th race, just to finish off, I've gone 6 by 7 by 2. The 6th race on the card is due off at 15:30. It's a 1200 meter middle stakes. And in the 6th race on the card, my first selection there is horse number 6. And that is Barney's Pride. Gavin Larena for Roy Magna. Again, we know that this combination has been in top form. Last time out after a rest, finished second, 1.5 lengths to Shield of Roses. And if not going flat, we always talk about the second run after layoff. I think Barney's Pride will go very, very close. For second, I have gone for horse number 2. And horse number 2 is Bowie. Josh Solomons for Sean Terry. Takes 1.5 kilos off the back. Got blinkers back on. Josh has ridden its last 2 starts. Has cracked a fair draw, or a nice draw of 2. And I think Bowie will also be there when the whips are cracking. For third, I've gone for horse number 3, Ultra Quick. Raymond Danielson for Johan Janssen van Vuren. Last time out with Gavin Arena up. Won and beat Team Gold. This form has been franked and can fill a minor spot. Guys, I am going to stick my neck out and probably say that Barney's Pride is my best bet on the card. I will certainly be having a each way bet on Barney's Pride. 7th race on the card, due off at 16:05, is a 1200 meter race, merit rated 91 for fillies. Guys, I think this is really, really open. If you're taking exotics, my advice would be put in as many as you can. My first selection, however, is horse number 3, Remember When. Remember When came out, won first time out, beat Warship last time out with Gavin Larena aboard, finished second in a grade 2. It's had a 12-week break. Raymond Danielson jumps on for Johan Janssen van Vuren. And again, this one should go very, very close. There are a couple in the race. That's why I said I'm certainly not going to bank here. For second, I've gone for horse number 4, Freed from Desire. Warren Kennedy for the powerful Paul Peter Yard. Won 2 runs back with Warren up. Beat Warship. Last time out, jumped, set the pace, was carried out around about the 200 meter mark, and finished second. Freed from Desire is drawn 2, so this one can go very, very close as well. For third, I've gone for horse number 5, and that is Good Queen Bass. Gavin Arena for the powerful Mike de Kock stable. Won first time out with Gavin up, won by 2 3/4 lengths. Last time out in a 1400 meter event, finished 5 lengths behind Sound of Summer. Gavin did ride it. He felt something was amiss and did not ride it out. This one has had a 22-week break, but I think that this one is a touch above average. That's why I certainly have included this in all my exotics. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 2, Lucy in the Sky. She won last time out. She moved up, she drew clear, and I think a repeat of that run would make Lucy in the Sky end up very, very close. Only problem there, it is drawn 8 out of 8, which is a bit of a negative. But still, the pace will be on in this race, and if Lucy in the Sky is ridden and gets a bit of luck, can certainly go close. Like I said, guys, the 7th race load up, and my selections there just to finish off is 3 by 4 by 5 by 2. The 8th race on the card is due off at 1640, a merit rated 73 handicap for fillies and mares, and it is run over 1200 meters. My first selection in race 8 is horse number 6, and horse number 6 is End of Rock. Marco van Rensburg for the Waiho Mowing stable. This one is drawn 1. Last time out, ran a moderate race against a lot stronger than it meets today. Please, guys, again, just if you look at the last run, it was run in yielding, and I think that back in this division, I think End of Rock, and this must be around about 7 or 10 to 1, and I think it is worth including in all your exotics, and I'm going to certainly have a small each way on horse number 6, End of Rock. For second, I've gone for horse number 3, and that is probably the top favourite, Lulu Star, for Sunday Ngoli for Stewie Pettigrew stable. Sunday has ridden it in all 3 of its runs. First time out, second, running on well. Second run, won a maiden, drew off very, very well. Last time out, finished second behind See My Vision. Showed pace, hung, and stayed on for second place. Again, if this one jumps and Sunday gets this one up there, he's drawn 2, so he should be up there for absolutely nothing. I think this one can give a good account of itself. For third, I have gone for horse number 4, another roughie, Big City Girl, Keegan DeMello for Corne Spice. I don't think Keegan's going to go up to Gauteng to look at the weather, and I think this one as well. Last time out with blinkers, I see they've kept the blinkers on, and I think this one could fill one of the minor positions. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 2 in this event, and horse number 2 is Stolen Kiss, Chase Majan, Dory Sham. Chase has ridden all its starts 2 runs back, that won a maiden. This one against it beat Verolona, sat handy, found extra, and won by just under a length. Last time out, first time in a handicap event, looked like it was going to win and was collared very, very late by Bat Out of Hell. Again, this one is pretty pacey and can sit handy and certainly run a place. Guys, like I said, I am going to load up here, but I'm going to also have a small each way touch on the horse number 6. So my selections for the 8th race are 6, 3, 4, and 2. The lucky last, the 9th race on the card, is due off at 17:10, a merit rated 76 handicap. And in the lucky last, guys, again, I find this very, very open. And the reason why, many horses won a maiden first time out. We don't know how good they are, and they could be absolutely anything. But in the lucky last, my first selection there is horse number 5, Raise the Red Lantern, Gavin Arena, Candice Dawson. I think this has run to maybe a little stronger than it meets today. And I think with Gavin up, drawn well, drawn 3, I think this one can go pretty close. For second, I've gone for horse number 9, and that is Sicilian Tiger. Samanga Kamala for Alec Laird. This one won a maiden last time out, won pretty well, sat handy, and drew clear late. Again, we don't know how good this is, so I have selected to run second. For third, I've gone for horse number 10, and that is Out of the Darkness. Raymond Danielson, Johan Janssen van Vuren. It's drawn well enough at 5. First time out, there was support for this horse. I think it went off at around about 3-1. Moved up pretty well over 1,000 meters and won by just over 1.5 lengths. Again, we don't know if this is anything special, and that is why one has to include it in all the bets. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 6, Cotinox. That's Brian Nyawa, Roy Magna, drawn 4. And Brian won maiden with his horse at the Vaal Classic track. Last time out, this one was drawn very bad. It was drawn 11 out of 11 when this one was looking to make a run. And please bear in mind, it wasn't a grade 2. It was switched very late and found no extra. And I think if this repeats that grade 2 run, and again the last run, I think this one can finish very close. Guys, if you take in exactas, trifectas, quartets, any exotic, please don't leave the 6 out. This one may come out and surprise. So just to finish off there, in an open event, I've gone 5, 9, 10, 6. Guys, please do us a favor, have a look at scratchings, look out for scratchings, look out for jockey changes. Please watch the betting on the first timers. Look after yourselves, take care, and Stevie, back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, the postman. That's a great set of input that you've given us, and we're looking forward to the racing. Remember, the postman has given us selections at Turffontein. He's tipped a bipot and a PA. Guys, if we short there, add in if you like something. Otherwise, take a percentage. And the best bet and value bet, you've seen what they are, so get involved with that. Remember, our profit we're making with those every month is outstanding. If you like the videos like you've been doing, please like it, guys. It makes us it gives us more confidence and more momentum that you're liking our content, and we love steering you in the right directions for profit. That's what we're all about, is value and profit for our punters. So enjoy the day's racing. Don't forget the Kenilworth video and the Mauritius video and the football video from Enzo Coppola. Have a good weekend. Enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.